Real Animals Fishing Show is presented by Yellowfin Yachts. Hey gang, today I'm in beautiful Bradenton, Florida. We're going fishing with Captain TJ Stewart. Mike Tennian's with us from MirrOlure. Whatever you do, don't touch that dial. It's going to be off the hook. We made about a 3-mile run this morning. Conditions are absolutely beautiful this morning. Light wind, we've got a real big tide. Got about an hour left in the incoming and we've already got quite a bit of water. TJ's floated us up on a flat here. He's had some really good luck up here in the last week or two catching some really nice redfish. So we're gonna try and sneak up in here, get in with the mullet, see if we can't pull a few redfish first thing this morning. Do you have a preference on which tide you'd like to fish?
No, really. You know, it's obviously, you know, it's either better real high water or better real low water. You know, generally throwing artificial, you know, the fish are pushed off on the lower tide, so generally that's, you know, pretty good. But I mean, you know, you'll catch them all, it doesn't matter, all day long.
If you notice too, TJ is making some really long casts. TJ fishes a little bit lighter line. He's using an 8-pound braided line, and he does that so he can make those long casts. I'm still using the 15 because I'm never sure exactly what we're going to do, whether we're going to end up on some shorelines with a lot of cover and we're going to have to horse fish out of the trees or fish in docks. So I usually try to stick with a 15. It gives me a little bit more power, but TJ's got that 8-pound test on it. It really makes a great line for that long cast. So it's always something to think about. Maybe have a couple spooled up light, a couple spooled up a little heavier. That way it can grab a rod specific to what you're trying to accomplish.
There he is. Nice. These guys too, they're fishing the bait a little bit different. For me, I've got it, I fish it weedless. I have a lot of luck that way, you know. These guys are using a little bit heavier head and they're fishing just a regular jig head. But, you know, both ways work very well, obviously. Of course, mine's gonna run me around the boat.
Look at that push right there.
Oh, Manatee River swordfish right there. We're having a spot tournament, by the way, because I see he's got 3 on one side. It's definitely a spot tournament. 3 spots on that side, only 2 on there. 5, all right.
All 3 baits working well this morning.
Yeah, man, like it.
Plastics for breakfast. Good stuff. Here's a big oyster bar up here. It seems like they're just hanging on this outside edge of that oyster bar. There he is. Gotta like that marshmallow.
Is it a fish or is it the bar?
Well, maybe it's the bar.
We got a Mike fish.
Maybe it is the bar. It is the bar.
Felt good, doesn't it?
It sure did.
Yeah, you scared the whole school of redfish.
Yeah. It felt really good.
Hey, it looked good too.
It did. Plays well on TV.
Mike, you need a hand, buddy?
No, I'm all right.
That's a good fish. Got shoulders on it right there, boy.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, never mind.
Got it?
Yeah, it worked. See, hit that little John right there in the molting color.
Nice job.
Redfish for breakfast? great morning on the water. You know, we've thrown a bunch of different MirrOlure baits. They're really easy to use, super popular. The research and development, the R&D that goes into the product line never ceases to amaze me. What is it that MirrOlure's been working on now?
Two things. One, we took our MirrOdine, which has been our most popular MirrOlure for a long time now, added a broken glass reflective insert into it. Nice. Some we'd been doing a lot of custom lures for people for, and just it made sense to bring it in line in 10 of the most popular colors.
Right.
Then we also, you know, we like to always try to fill both the water columns, whether it be sinking, suspending, top waters. So we came out with a new surface popper. This one will walk the dog. It's a CI series.
Okay.
It's called the Papa Mullet. It's got a nice little rattle to it. It's got a little concave lip right here so you can spray some water. You know, if you've got some people that can't really walk the dog as well, right, they can just sit there and pop it and it's gonna call fish up. It sounds almost like a trout coming up. Sure. When it pops on the top. Or you can walk the dog. So it's a versatile bait, you know, where you're able to do a couple different things with it.
And I love that Pro Series look to it too.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Great day on the water.
Oh,
the
it was
baits are
great.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Make sure you check out the entire MirrOlure line at retailers near you. What you got, dog?
Feels redfish-like.
Sure does. Looks redfishy.
I hope it's a 28-inch trout, though.
I think
32-inch trout.
I think we'd already know that by now.
He'd have come up and shook his head.
Yeah, I was going to say we'd have had a monster head shake if that was the case. Yeah. She's a dog.
Yeah, man.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Really
man.
pretty fish. Come here, Betsy. I know. Little John bit you. It happens. Stop. All right, I can just get ornery with you, and you can just come with me. There you go. Stay with me. Stay with me. I want to let it.
We'll edit that part out.
I want to let it go. I want to let it go. That goes in the blooper reel.
Blooper reel, perfect.
Mm-hmm. You'll be all over the Real Animal show there, TJ. Nice fish, grunting at me, drumming. Come on, Betsy. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Weedless, bumping it along there.
And there's your release. You know what? The water temp's getting cooler though. The fish have a lot of energy.
Oh yeah.
It's a good time of the year to catch them on light tackle like that. The release is a lot easier. Oh boy, hey, come on, give me some. Oh boy.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Oh, oh.
Come on, the triple.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, you're up front. Oh, the triple.
Triple header.
The triple header.
Hey, gotta love it.
There it is.
Oh, and you got a catfish.
I wanted to do a demonstration of the D-hooker for you.
You wanted to demonstrate? Nice, nice.
Well, my catfish is bigger than either of you.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
I mean, that's a beauty.
That's a
nice
beauty.
one. Yep. There you go, Mikey.
We got to make sure we don't bend TJ's hook.
Yeah, be careful with my hook.
He gets very sensitive. If his hook isn't just so.
Check the color on that.
It's beautiful. It is a beautiful shade of gray. Pause for the camera.
Woo, that was lucky.
Oh, I'll tell you what. If there's a better way to spend a morning than getting on the water, throwing some artificials with some great guys, I don't need to know about it. It's all good. Real Animals Tackle Box presented by CCA Florida and the CCA Star Tournament. In today's Real Animals Tackle Box, Mike and I are using 7-foot 2-inch AR-15 medium weight fast action Real Animals Signature Series spinning rods by Bull Bay, Quantum 40 smoke spinning reels with 15-pound braided line and 25-pound fluorocarbon leader. We were throwing MirrOlure Little Johns and Little John XLs and the MirrOlure Marsh Minnows fished on 1/4 ounce and 1/8 ounce jig heads and 1/8 ounce weedless weighted bass hooks. Real Animals Tackle Box is brought to you by Quantum, the real choice for the real animals. Strike King, #1 in fishing lures. MirrOlure, the record setters. Ingle Coolers, the first, the best, your last. Bull Bay Rods, combined with original Fuji guides for a difference you can feel. The Real Animals Tackle Box presented by CCA Florida and the CCA Star Tournament. Just rolled out of one of TJ's backcountry spots. We caught some snook and some trout, a couple more really nice redfish. Spent about an hour and a half just kind of working on one flat. Had a lot of fish and a lot of action on it. Sun's getting up now, it's getting closer to midday. We kind of moved out here into the open. TJ wants to fish a hump he's got out here. It's covered in grass, hoping to kind of upgrade our trout a little bit. We caught a few small ones in the backcountry. There's been some bigger ones hanging out here. We'll see what we can pull up. Uh-oh.
I had to get him out of his hole, man.
There he is.
You got a fish on there, don't you?
Double.
Waiting for him to come back for it. He was swimming with it. Oh, you do hooker. You want an assist on it? I can attempt this.
Well, that's the area right there.
Oh, here, let me grab the line. Or you want to grab the fish?
Boy, crazy good trout bite, huh?
Well,
I think they'll eat artificials just fine.
Yeah,
TJ.
I guess we don't have to worry about that.
No, I think they'll eat whatever you put in front of them.
Have TJ keep dehooking them so I can get it.
Hey, will you get that for me, TJ? Hurry, Mike, hurry.
I got it.
Right over the top.
Nice. Oh, little troutski, a little mixing it up on this little bit deeper flat. Speckled trout. I really like to take the D-hooker to these fish. As Mike Tennian said, a future trophy. Flip it right off there, you're good to go. You don't have to touch it. The least that you can touch any of the fish, the better off they're gonna be. Fish have a slime coat and trout are real sensitive to it. But you wanna try to keep that slime coat on those fish. If you notice, 98% of my shows, I don't even use a landing net. I believe that landing net takes a lot of slime off those fish, whether it's redfish or snook or trout. So that's why I usually try to handle them by hand. My hands are wet, they're in the water. Just try to do the best you can. If you're not gonna be keeping fish, and you know, fish taste good, there's no doubt about it. And there's regulations set in place for us to take certain species home, and all that's good. But if you're gonna release fish, which I do probably 95% of the time unless I'm on a charter, then you know it's best to just make sure your hands are wet, do a real good job releasing those fish, keep them safe, and that way you can catch them tomorrow.
As Mike says, man, you don't want to touch these fish the best you can, so you can use this D-hooker, and it works really well. What I usually do is I wrap my hands in the line, and then what you want to do is pull this D-hooker and pull it down on the hook, and what I do is I turn it away, pull it away, and then most of the time you can just twist it and pulls it right out. And that way you're not touching the fish and swims off great. And no slime loss. Really good for catfish and trout, ladyfish, anything.
Well, it's not a new style, it's just Kudabrands. And that when you grab the hook, run it down, grab the hook, squeeze it, and it'll pull the hook right to you, and you're good to go. These work really good if the fish has the hook down in its throat or deep hooked them, then that D-hooker works really well for that. Now we got them both out, so. You fish with TJ Stewart, you may need 3 or 4 D-hookers. Could get so crazy. Real Animals Hook It and Cook It, brought to you by Rumfish Grill at the Guy Harvey Outpost. I'm at the Rumfish Grill on St. Pete Beach here in St. Pete Beach, Florida. I'm with Chef Aaron. Aaron, what are we cooking today?
Well, Mike, today we're going to make some grouper piccata. We're going to do this with some risotto and some spinach.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to do some grouper first. Salt and peppered, oil into a pan. It's got to get nice and
pretty
hot.
Yeah.
Yep. We want to get a good color on this grouper, so we're going to wait for a little smoke to come out. We got a nice sear on there. Now we're going to build our sauce with some shallots and some garlic, some whole butter, some capers,
yeah.
red pepper. We're going to wait just for a second to add the rest of the herbs there.
Kind of let all that get...
Yep, we don't want them to get burned up in there. Now we're going to do some white wine.
That smells so good.
This is chopped fresh leaf or flat leaf parsley, fresh basil. We're going to go straight to the plate now.
Ooh, that looks good.
Here we also have some grilled artichokes that are going to garnish it.
Chef, that looks amazing. For this recipe and more, go to our website. Real Animals Hook It and Cook It, brought to you by Rumfish Grill at the Guy Harvey Outpost.
Oh, come on!
Look at him, dude.
Just nibbling away. Come on, you got it, you got it, you got it. Eat it, eat it, eat it.
That is awesome. Oh, he blew it out of the water that time, dude.
Look at him, he's still chasing it. It's all foul hook. Oh, and I got him!
Woo!
Yeah.
Look at that, dude. Whoa, perfect. And we have absolutely caught him on everything today.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
For sure.
The MirrOlure line just getting her done. Simple as that. No other way to put it. Look at that, huh?
That is the only downside. Is with this plug, they get hooked so good, they are not getting off.
Yeah.
There's no doubt once they jump on there.
They got a really unique design on the MirrOlure jig head. If you'll see, it's got this little corkscrew thing kind of built right into it, so you can actually screw your bait on there. Helps that bait stay on really, really well. When you get into bluefish and ladyfish and jacks and things that kind of pull on your tail sometimes, a lot of short strikes will end up messing up a bait. This corkscrew here built into the MirrOlure jig head really helps eliminate a lot of that.
What you got, Mikey?
I don't know, but it's swimming at me.
Flounder! All right.
Snook and a flounder doubling up.
No pressure, TJ, come on.
Huh? How you like that? Snook, flounder.
Quick release. I like it.
Well, Mike said not to touch the fish.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Touch him as little as possible. Good job. Flounder. Jumped on it. See his eyeballs on the top right here.
You got the grand slam for it.
Nice. Very nice. Marsh minnow, actually any of the MirrOlure plastics, they just absolutely are a fantastic bait. Florida-based company, you know, being able to use that homegrown product is really a bonus.
Ooh.
Got an ornery one for
Yes,
sure.
yes, the nice fish. No doubt about that.
Good boy, TJ.
Got some weight to him, I'll give him that.
TJ Stewart putting on a clinic here on the big fish. Atta boy. That Little John XL is such a
Man,
great bait.
it's an awesome bait. It just, I mean, hands down, it catch everything on it. You got a little bit too much wind. We've been catching a few fish on some, you know, some of the hard baits, and you know, surface walking a lot of that stuff, and you know, that's awesome catching a redfish that does that.
Sure.
But that little bit of breeze, you know, that wind, man, it makes it a little tougher.
Good looking fish, TJ.
Yeah, man. I think he's just a lot bigger than the redfish you guys caught.
Is that what it is?
Trying not to say it.
I got you. It'd be nice if you could have hooked him, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, he's trying to hook me back. You know, what he's trying
Yeah,
to do.
he sure enough is.
He is. He's trying to get me. I'm gonna just pick you up and get you in the boat so I can operate on you. That's a nice fish, TJ.
Very nice.
You want to do this? So
Yeah, I'll do it because you
don't
bent
want
my
me
hook
to
last
bend it.
time.
He doesn't
Yeah,
want me
I
to
know.
bend it. He's all sensitive. TJ's a very sensitive guy.
Not very trustworthy.
No, he's really
I know.
not.
These guys are trying to get me.
He's a tournament fisherman, that's why. Huh? Look at that, Captain TJ Stewart.
Good fish, man.
Really good fish, attaboy, huh? Gotta come get you some of that, huh? Bradenton, Florida, Bradenton, Sarasota, anywhere down here. TJ's one of the best in the business. Getting
All
her
you got to
done.
do is go get some of these baits. That's all you got to
That's all
do.
you gotta do. Catch them yourself. Attaboy, hey. Captain TJ Stewart, well done, man.
Yeah, man.
Great
Enjoy
day
it.
on the water. Mike Tennian,
you.
thanks so much for hanging out.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fantastic. MirrOlure's getting the job done today. We certainly hope you enjoyed this week's episode as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. I'm Captain Mike Anderson, reminding you that whatever you do, don't let your kid be the one that got away.